guys, Marco here, and you already know what we're gonna do today. Yeah, we're gonna make an Oni mask inspired by CyberPunk 2077. Oh, I love that trailer. I'm so excited for the game, aren't you? So we're gonna use some basic materials today, things that you can get your hands on pretty easily. In this video, I have made a mold of the bottom of my face, kinda, I guess, just with expanded foam. This is a piece of wood, and then there's air dry clay over this, because I will be working today with Worbla. And Worbla is a great piece of thermoplastic, as they call it. What that pretty much means is when you heat it up, it kind of takes the shape of anything you put under there or above there, and you can shape it in all these ways, and it will stay pretty much hard. A lot of cosplayers actually use it over their EVA foam, which is that thick foam you will see in a lot of cosplay props. But this is great stuff, and I really want to use it today. And today I'm going to show you how you can make a mask of that pretty efficiently with this mold. Let's get started. So I'm going to start to shape this. There's one thing I have to tell you before you start your own kind of project with this. Worbla has two sides. There's this very nice shiny side, and there's this rough side. Don't put the shiny side on the inside because it's sticky. It's gonna get glue in there, and it's not gonna come off your mold. And you're gonna have a bad time, and Worbla's pretty expensive. So yeah, that's one thing. Let's go. Shaping it a bunch of times, I think I pretty much got the shape down of it. I just needed to come in here a bit. I'm just gonna trim this a bit. I'm gonna trim the sides here. Maybe even trim this part, I'm not sure. But this thing, it fits. It fits my face perfectly. So from this part, we're gonna go on, and this is pretty much the base. And on this base, we're gonna make all the Oni features on here. So the teeth and all these other things. It took a while to reshape, but if you take your time with this, it's gonna fit way better eventually in the end. It's gonna be a way better mask. So I'm gonna trim it and see if I can detail it. So that's about it, I guess. So yeah, I've made a bit of markings here to have like a rough shape where everything's going to be. This is subject to change, but from here we're gonna put on layers, and the bottom layer is going to be the exposed metal on the right side, as you could have seen in the design there. And you have things like the teeth here, and there's this metal strip running down there. So I think I'm pretty much going to leave this like how it is. So this is going to be the Worbla on the bottom is going to be the metal part pretty much, and everything is going to be pulled on top of here. So here's going to be this big tooth, here's going to be all the other teeth and that kind of stuff, and here's going to be the kind of skin layer that's going to go over there. So we're going to start at the bottom and just work our way up in these layers, see if we can get some cool details into there. So I just sanded a little piece just to show you here. I've sanded this with my Dremel, and as you can see, there's this kind of edge going on here, but you don't really see it. Now, the thing is, I didn't notice, but you have to heat treat it with the heat gun afterwards. Then you'll get kind of like this effect, and you see like a lot more depth coming, and also the kind of little stuff on the edges kind of melted, so it's way smoother and looks way cooler like that. So yeah, little tip from me. So, there we go. Looks pretty good, huh? So as you can see, there's still a bit of glue on there. As you can see, I've put some more details in here, and also on this part. And what I'm gonna do now is, this part is like the, how do you say, like the fleshy side. And what I'm gonna do now is put on sheets of Worbla over those pieces, and then it's gonna make a real cool effect. Like this one's a bit higher, and this one's gonna be a bit lower, because this is the metal part. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Just make it a bit like the Worbla here. Take my soldering iron and just get around those edges. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to, I put up some Worbla here, and I'm just trying with my soldering iron here to kind of shape it, just get those bends out of there. I might fill it up later, but I want it as smooth shape as possible. So eventually I'm just gonna go in here, just kind of smooth those things out. If I need more shape, I'm just gonna roll up like I did here, roll up some Worbla, heat it up, and then just try to smoothen that out a bit. And that's how I'm gonna make this fleshy side pop out more and give it a bit more character. So, I just finished cleaning up a little bit here. Still some stuff. If you know me, I make an absolute mess out of everything, but I need space. So what I'm gonna do now is paint. So I've put these loose things here on this piece of wood so that I can just have all the room to paint each individual part here. If you're wondering what this is just some oil-based clay. I mostly use that for my molds. And this is the mask, and then this part's gonna be red, this part's gonna be like blue, this one's gonna be black, and I'm gonna use some tape to tape all these things off. So let's get started. detailed. You just like these little things here and there, but the overall shape is pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is add the teeth that I did separately. I put them on this little stick here with a bit of clay under there just to get them off there. And now I'm gonna add that and just paint over a layer of lacquer so that it keeps protected, and then strap it up and see how it looks on my face. As you can see, the teeth are on, and it's a totally different story. This thing is pretty much complete. So when you saw the time lapse, you saw me doing like the some black paint here and wiping that off. That's called washing. And what I'm gonna do now is actually the other equivalent of that, which is dry brushing. So washing goes into here and you just wipe it off. Dry brushing gets on the top. So I'm gonna use this metal paint here and just take my brush, then stroke it out till I have like this dry stuff, and if I put it over the edges, it's just gonna go over the edges and not over the entire thing. If you want to know more about that, just search up on YouTube. There are a lot of tutorials about dry brushing and washing, but they are great techniques to give your project a little more character. I think this looks really cool on camera, but I can't see. But I'm actually pretty proud of how this worked out. So anyway guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep up to date with our newest videos. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.